Hi guys! How are you?
Yo! Whoa.
So today's a special day. We always said that we didn't really have mentors. However, we had books.
Author book mentors.
Yes, we sure did. So we're gonna call out these different books and what they kind of did for us in different aspects of our lives. I think the first one, I always talk about this book, is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. That was the beginning of everything. I mean, I was literally walking down this path and that book came and did this to me. Like
Yeah.
shook me up. It's a book that kind of got my mind open to other possibilities. It's a great, great, great book. Power of the Subconscious Mind, change our lives. Great
Shout
book.
out to mom.
Shout out to my mother-in-law, his mom, well, my mom too. She definitely hooked us up. She recommended that book to us just casually, and we've read it like so many times. Oh my gosh, so many times. So yes, what's your next book, Chef?
That will have to be The Traveler's Gift. That book is just really awesome for me. I really love it just because it's a book that if you believe in faith, it's a book that you will agree with, because the premise of the book is there's this warehouse, and in this warehouse it holds the ideas, products, anything you can think about that a person started thinking about or developing, and because they gave up, it was sent to this warehouse. So literally, if the person just tried one more time, or did it, whatever they had to do, they would have come up with this genius idea, product, whatever you might call it. So it's just a really cool book, whereas it teaches you to just not give up, just because your greatest success is literally right around the corner, and you'll never know, because that's just how life is. You just have to keep going regardless of how long you might think you've been doing it or how hard it might be. You just don't know. Like literally, you give up today, tomorrow if you had tried one more time, you could have broken through and developed the next thing to save humankind, or the newest car, or the next dishwasher. Like, who knows? So it's a really cool book. So The Traveler's Gift, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good book. I think my next one, because I needed to sell at my job,
Sell.
because we're all salespeople, and even if you're a doctor, you're still a salesperson. The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy. That book opened me up to just being able to grow, increase my sales. Literally, I read that book, my sales went up by 30%, like no lie, 30%. I read it the second time, it went up by 40%. Went back down to 20%, read it again, it went up 30%. Like, that book helped me sell. Like, I was new in a commission-based industry, and that book really helped me. So yeah, The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy is another good one that I would recommend. It breaks down how selling is psychological. Again, how to get your mind right, how to say the right things.
Everything is psychological.
Habit, of course. Habit, going into a sales transaction, knowing that you're going to get that sale from top.
Sure.
Feeling confident enough to ask for the sale and nailing it. Like, it's such a good book. I've read it a few times, so yes. We've named now 3. The fourth one would be
The 4-Hour Work Week. See that? The fourth one, 4-Hour Work Week. Boom.
4-Hour Work Week. Great book. Good for time management. For people who want to start a business but they have a full-time job, this is the perfect book for you. Because
lots of great resources.
What amazing resources. Like, the book is amazing. It's almost like you recommend.
Must-have.
What? You recommend it to a friend because it's a gift. The 4-Hour Work Week is a gift. Thank you, Chef, because Chef found that book. It's like, you gotta read it.
Tim Ferriss.
Perfect book. Like, you're gonna need a pen and a notebook, because there's just so much in that book. Free information in that book. Tons of resources. So that's a really good book. Yeah. That's 4. 5 would be The Money Makeover. Dave Ramsey. He was so aggressive in this book because I got it on audio tape. Like, I felt like he was shouting at me. Like, after we read the book, we literally cut up a few credit cards. like he's so aggressive. It's such a good book.
It's
The
a
Money
book to
Makeover.
slap you upside the head.
Like, wake up, you know?
Yeah.
It was a book that we needed to read because we needed to get a hold of our finances, and it was the perfect book to like whip us in shape. Like, that book, listen, I was like, do we really need to be here? Do we need that card? Like, it will literally make you think of everything that has to do with your money. Everything. Which is exactly what we needed.
Hence the name, Money Makeover.
Money Makeover. Crushing It.
Crush It.
Crush It.
Then Crushing It.
2 books.
2 books.
Crush It and Crushing It.
By
Both.
Gary V.
Gary V. Great books. If you're in e-commerce, marketing, or if you're building your personal brand.
Influencer.
Wannabe influencer. Business owner.
A brand.
What a great book to read.
Tons of resources.
Both
as
of
well.
them. Yeah. Both
but you want to read Crush It first and then read Crushing It.
It's almost like Crush It is what to do, and Crushing It is the people who did apply Crush It and how they're how successful they become from reading Crush It. So Crush It and Crushing It. All of these books are on audio tape.
Yep. Because that's the only thing we do.
I can't do books.
Physical books.
I get books on audio just because it's easier to read. And Chef and I get them, and we ask each other what chapter we are. So we hold each other accountable. Crush It and Crushing It. So that's like what, 6 now?
Is it? Yeah, that is 6.
6 books. Girl Boss.
Yeah, well, I didn't read that.
He didn't read that one. I know. That's one of the ones. It was such a great book. It's just about how this amazing. I think her name. Let's get her name. I don't remember her name.
Sophia.
Yes. Great story of how she started an online business and grew it to a multi-million-dollar company. A really good book. I learned a lot of tips from that book.
Next book will be a book by Dale Carnegie, right? And it's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
That's a good book. I haven't finished that book yet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm almost done with it though. It's a powerful book.
It's very powerful.
It's a really, really good book. It just allows you to navigate through life. Yep. Because everywhere you go, you meet people of influence. But if you don't know that that's an opportunity for you to grow your personal network, you're going to miss out.
Yep.
So it's a good book. It just lets you be aware of people in your life that could potentially assist you in this life journey.
Swing.
48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power.
Powerful book. For anyone who has, it's just for anyone. It's a good book for life. But especially it helped me when I was in retail. I was in commission-based retail, and I had my boss had a boss. So it's one of those organizations I kind of had to keep my job kind of situation because it was so competitive. So 48 Laws of Power is just such a good book. It woke me up on so many levels. It's just pretty much how to be in a work setting and pretty much acknowledging and learning about the politics of the workforce. So it was a really, really good book for me. It's like this thick, but
it's a big book.
It's a very big book, but it's a really, really good book.
A lot of hours of reading.
A lot of hours. So that's what, 8?
No, it's 9, I think.
We had 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8. We got 2 more to go. Maybe I don't know. 2 more to go. Another book that I love is The Art of Seduction by the same author as the 48 Laws of Power.
I
think it's Green. Last name's Green. I read that, and it was after I read that book I found Chef, and that's why. Listen, The Art of Seduction taught me that when I meet someone, I needed to pay attention and be aware of them. It's not like tricking them to fall in love with you, nothing like that. But it was just being aware, knowing about yourself. So when you're in a romantic situation, you kind of have the upper hand in a way of all I know is for my single girls, The Art of Seduction, boo-boo. Read that book.
Whatever.
Number
10.
Which one? Oh my gosh. The one we're reading right now.
What are we reading right now?
Profit First.
Oh man.
Man.
Alright, this is a gem, guys.
It's a big one.
This is a doozy.
It's a big one. Listen.
Profit First is a book that
I love it.
You just, you know,
I wish I read it 10 years ago, man.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel it's the only book you need
in life.
You know, just because it's
such a good book.
It just shows you how to break down. It borrows from a system that people used back in the day where they would put money in different envelopes. You know, you had money for rent in one envelope, you had money for grocery shopping in one envelope. So this borrows off of that premise and have you set up different bank accounts where you allocate money to twice a week.